The 3E leadership lens. So, as you know, we always talk about our 3E framework a lot. So, for those of you who are listening to us frequently, know what it is. But for those who are not familiar with this term, it's three experiences that we always look into to make sure we're looking at the bigger picture. So, it's audience experience, creator experience, and developer experience. And we also want to take a look at all three angles in the leadership perspective to ensure that we're covering all the areas. We're not missing out on some areas.
Yeah, I mean, this can be what we're trying to say is this can be very easily brought into a company's org chart or organization, right? You've got typically you have CIO, CTO over developers in some way. You got that section. You got audience experience people responsible for the public brand, whether it's marketing or maybe it's design, creative, say ad sales if they're or sales and marketing type thing, and then you got creator, the people actually creating that content for those systems. And it could be just creating internal documentation or public documentation as well.
And for developer experience, to like we always call it as a backbone, the engine room that you want to support both experiences, front end and back end, as well as your baseline infrastructure is being strong too. And also, this is a good time when most of the times a lot of platforms are less busy during this period. And this, where if you're working, if you're not out, you want to visit some of the tech devs that you have been putting off because of all the other busy things, or something you can improve for next year to improve your workflows or DevOps or any um, efficiencies will be a good time to take a look at it to plan out. You don't necessarily have to apply it, but plan out for next year.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the organization, also you might have a very quiet next week. I mean, that's typical of larger organizations that people have taken the time off and they've actually scheduled things appropriately. So you could take this time to think through how the rest of December went, how it went last year, and then also how you want this January to go. As far as were we meeting these priorities? Did we have more emergencies or less emergencies in developers? Have we been very consistent in our messaging on the audience side? If you're on that side of things, and how we can improve them and starting in January, or even starting now if you're still in that peak season, you don't have to stop work if you're around.
Mhm. Yeah, but during this time that you want to make sure you're not rolling out weird things or you're not pushing out changes a lot because like we said in the beginning, the coverage will be very light
Yeah.
and these also people's morale will be slower during this time. So you want to kind of keep it quiet if there isn't anything crazy scheduled. And it's
Yeah.
probably not a good idea to schedule anything around this time anyway. But if unfortunately that happened before, then you might want to just focus on that, but not adding more noise to it, and making sure it stays quiet for the rest of the year.
Stay tuned for the next episode on Monday afternoon.